Okay, as we continue our tour through the senses, and I'm at home stimulating mine, let's go over taste. So this is, where am I? This is the picture that is in your coloring book, and hopefully you have colored it by now. And so what is a taste bud? It is basically a modified epithelial, let's try to get this pen a little better. Epithelial cell, and it is modified in that it is going to respond, it will have a receptor protein. So it has a receptor protein specific to what's called a tastant. So that receptor protein is specific to a tastant. There are 5 tastants. You might have heard of these and seen those tongue maps. There's sweet, you can taste sweet. There's bitter. Bitter is interesting. There's salty. We don't know much about salty, which we probably should, considering what salt does to high blood pressure and coronary artery disease and all of that. And there's sour. And the last one is umami. So these are the 5 possible types of modified epithelial cells that make up a taste bud. So they would be here. Each taste bud has only one type of the receptor. So this is a sweet receptor, or it would be a salty receptor, or it would be a bitter receptor, or it would be a umami receptor. So umami, you might wonder what that is. Some people say it's the savory receptor. It responds to the amino acid glutamate. So it would be the glutamate that fits into there, the amino acid glutamate. And you may have heard of MSG added to things, monosodium glutamate added to food to make it taste better. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to stimulate your umami receptor protein on a modified epithelial cell in a nipple-like projection papillae on your tongue. Now they've already identified all the receptor proteins. Remember what a receptor protein is. This guy over here. They've done it for everything but salty. Still don't know the receptor protein. Interestingly, there's only one receptor protein for sweet. There are 30 for bitter. Now this is probably an evolutionary trend because bitter is something that kind of makes you spit it out, makes you throw it up. And being able to identify multiple bitter compounds and plants and stuff keeps us from dying of being poisoned. So there's only one umami, and the sweet, umami, and bitter, these 3 here, and maybe I should change my color. The sweet, umami, and bitter, these work similar to this pathway. It is a G protein signal transduction pathway. So these 3 work with the basic G signal transduction pathway. So the STP, and what you're going to do is somehow you got to tell the brain, I've tasted this. So your example you're showing here is the sweet one. The receptor stimulates a G protein. You don't need to know all this, the specific names. I think you already know. But basically, the G protein is going to cause the endoplasmic reticulum to release calcium. That release of calcium is going to allow sodium to come in. Well, once you have sodium come in, you're going to change the membrane potential, and that's the nerve firing. So the sodium rushing in is going to be transmitted to your actually action potential, and that's what's going to tell the brain, oh, the sweet receptor was stimulated. And There are 30 different receptors on 30 different types of cells. For bitter, going to use the same G protein receptor, and the umami also uses the same G protein receptor. Now, sour is different. Switch colors. Sour doesn't use the G protein. Sour uses a transient protein. It's called a TRP, transient receptor potential. This is basically when the signal molecule, so the signal molecule binds, so the signal would be sour, and so a sour or an acid binds. If this is the cell membrane, the receptor protein, the receptor integral protein, when I don't know, our little signal molecule binds to the receptor protein, it opens an ion channel. And so ions can travel into the cell. So the binding of this opens an ion channel, and that's how you get your depolarization. Once again, don't know much about salty. Of course, we want to be able to mimic salt, and that would help out. So there you go. That's how you taste. And the experiment described in your book, basically they're saying that in your tongue and in your mouth, you have these scattered throughout your tongue and your mouth. Your taste buds are not limited just to your tongue. That every cell has one of the 5 classes. You don't have a cell with multiple. So one cell does not respond to sweet, bitter, salty, and sour. One cell responds to sweet. Another cell would have to respond to bitter. Another cell would have to respond to sour. And yeah, so there you go. Taste. Coming up next, smell.